So my name is Professor Anna Williams. I'm a forensic anthropologist at the University of Central Lancashire, and I specialise in forensic taphonomy and decomposition research. There is some evidence of childhood rickets that has now healed, and you can see that this shin bone is really quite bowed along this area.
So how old was he when he died?
Between 17 and 25. It's unusual that the fontanelle is so open. I haven't seen it in the many cases of artificial cranial deformation, but it is perfectly possible for not all the sutures to fuse correctly as the child grows up. In the UK at the moment, it's almost impossible to use human bodies for this kind of research. The pig carcass that we're using has died of natural causes. We choose a pig because actually there are quite a lot of similarities between human bodies and pig bodies.
To find out what happens to our bodies once we've pegged it, we're going to film this pig's decomposition 24/7.
Thought it went stiff pretty quick.
What you're talking about is called rigor mortis, which is the contraction of the muscles. It begins at about 3 hours after death. You reached your Waterloo?
I think I have.
Yeah.
Professor Anna Williams is a forensic anthropologist and an expert in body decomposition.
By wrapping the bodies in sleeping bags, that would have absorbed a lot of decomposition fluids.
Can I have a show of hands if you are familiar with the work of body farms and human taphonomy facilities? Okay, okay, quite a few of you, okay. And can I have a show of hands if you think the UK needs one? Okay, and can I have a show of hands if you're being a good skeptic and you're reserving judgment until you've got more information and you don't know? Okay, brilliant. It looks like there's a lot of damage on the left-hand side in particular. The heart would be about here.
And that's right in an area where we've got a bit of damage. The heart actually was missing in the mummy of Tutankhamun, which is very, very unusual.
Why didn't they find skeletons? It's like a shadow of a body. One woman who might help explain it is forensic anthropologist Dr. Anna Williams. She believes she has the answer to the mystery of the missing bodies at Sutton Hoo.
It's useful to think about bone as kind of being made up of two parts. The mineral part, or much of the mineral part, dissolved in the acid, leaving the collagen behind. Have a feel of this. You can see that it's really bendy.
That is crazy.
The Science Festival was also a forum for debate for some other controversial issues. Take, for instance, body farms.
The problem is that the data that's produced by the facilities in America and Australia, the data is not directly applicable to forensic cases in the UK because there are so many differences. There are climatic differences, environmental differences, soil differences. I think we need a human taphonomy facility in the UK so that we can understand how bodies decompose in UK environments. Thank you very much for attending what promises to be a fascinating evening of blood, bones, crime and suspense.
Actually, the hair hasn't decayed or broken up or anything.
And I believe that people used to think that the hair continued to grow after death because it looked longer than when they'd last seen the person. That's just caused by the skin shrinking back due to dehydration.
What will the apocalypse smell like?
According to Anna Williams, who's the Associate Professor in Forensic Anthropology, the smell of death is very, very complicated. And apparently death, to begin with, rather pleasant. It smells sort of freshly mown grass, that sort of thing. Leaf litter. A few days later, smells of paint thinner. It's not quite so bad. Once decomposition sets in, we're getting towards rotting cabbage, then old fish, vomit, and eventually sweet burning rubber.